How can you recognize if you have a black magic problem, negative interference, or perhaps a spiritual attachment? We're going to go over 4 symptoms that might bring some enlightenment into your life problems. First, we're going to start off with blockages in life. This is a very common one where no matter what you try to do, nothing works out. So, for instance, you can't get a job, or perhaps you have a job but you can't get a promotion. Perhaps you get a bonus and then all your money just dwindles away. You're having relationship issues. You can't get married. You can't have children. Everything you try to do just doesn't work out. You're trying to better yourself, taking courses, but you can't pass exams, which doesn't make sense. You're a bright person, but things just don't work out for you. These are signs. Black magic tends to stop you from moving forward. These are signs that you might be someone who's affected by black magic. Symptom number 2 has to do with unusual health problems. I hear this all the time. I eat healthy, I do all the right things. How could I possibly have a health problem? I've gone to doctors, I've gone to specialists, I've done medical tests. It's not showing what it is, or the medication I'm being given is not working. That's another big one. These problems can bring in despair and helplessness. But please, no, there is help. If you are working with someone like a holistic healer, a specialist, a chiropractor to get beyond a problem and you're not making progress, that's usually because you have interference. So let's chat because let's figure out what that interference is. But also, I want to give you some ideas of how a lot of people have stomach issues. Now, black magic, if given in food that is affected, so you might have someone you trust or someone you know, perhaps a coworker, that's giving you some food that's really upsetting your stomach. And the reason I laugh is because I've eaten food that was not good. And I know this feeling. You have a burning inside your stomach. It's like something is in there that should not be. And no matter how many antacids you take, you just can't get relief because you can't take antacids for 24 hours. You need to come off it, and that pain is still there. So if you're eating some food that's tainted to black magic, if there's food out there that someone keeps giving you that is making you sick, stop accepting the food. That's number 1. Another thing is sometimes people will say that they have pains in their legs, in their knees, in their feet that they can't get rid of, and no medication is working. In those cases, if I talk further with the clients, they may have been brought to an area where black magic was done for them, some type of ritual done for them. They step on it, and it actually is now physically affecting them. I know some of these things I'm talking about sound scary, but the intent here is to enlighten you so you're aware of what these things are. Now, the third symptom is unusual mental states. So perhaps you are a very level headed person, but you're getting angry for no reason, unnecessarily, excessively angry, or perhaps very sad or depressed. Maybe you just feel so much despair that you have no motivation to do anything. You could actually get to a place where you don't even want to hang out with your friends or family. You've lost all excitement for life, and you're like, what's going on here? This is not me. So, unusual mental states, that's usually how it starts. But if it does not get treated, what can happen is you might start to hear things, you might start to see things, and it could lead to severe psychosis and even to mental illness or insanity. Now, just a caveat here. I am not saying if you have a mental illness that you have black magic on you or you're being affected. But what I am suggesting is for those of you who are listening and this is resonating, it's probably your inner being telling you, hey, this is your problem. Now we are going to go to over the next one, number 4. Number 4 is common. It's bad dreams and nightmares. Black magic can interfere with your dreams state. When we wake up from a nightmare, it's never good and our whole day can be thrown off. So, in overview, we have 4 signs that you could be affected by black magic. Now, it is the life obstacles, the unusual health problems that cannot be explained or you can't seem to recover from, unusual mental states, and then the bad dreams. If you are having any of these, if you resonate with what I'm saying, please reach out. Again, this video was made not to instill any fear, but to get you out of fear and moving you into a direction where you are free to be that great being that you are. Now, the illusion of black magic actually affects, the effects of it is very real. And for the person being practiced on, it can have devastating consequences that can show up in psychological, physical, and sometimes even fatal. Now, the reason I bring this up is I did not want to believe in black magic. I've been an energy practitioner for a long time. And I used to have people at the beginning of my practice coming in and saying, do you believe in hexes and curses? Do you believe in the evil eye? Do you believe in black magic? And I'd be like, no, that can't be. If we're holding enough light, we can't be affected. But then I realized over the years that I was actually the recipient of black magic. Not that I believed in it, or at least I didn't know, but perhaps we have a subconscious thought way back there that allows us to be susceptible. Now, why would I be a victim of black magic? I'm a kind, compassionate person. It doesn't make sense. So I did go for training to understand the purpose of black magic. Why would someone do it? What are the different forms of it? So when clients started to come in presenting these issues, I was more able to be comfortable with this situation and help them out of it. And once we started to break the black magic, well, what I noticed is their healing started happening a lot quicker. So if someone was having a medication that didn't work, and we came to know that they had a black magic interference, once we broke that, then the medication would work. So I've been doing this a long time. I have seen tremendous success. I didn't know the need for this was that common, but it is presenting as at a very alarming common rate than I would have ever suspected. And that is why I am creating this video, to let you know there is help. Now, when we're dealing with black magic, I'm just going to give some examples. The practitioner can use a doll that represents the person of interest. Now, we don't have to know the person who's doing black magic to us. It can be someone we know or someone we don't know. That's the interesting thing here. Why would someone who doesn't know me want to do this to me? It happens. So if they're using a doll, they can use different mediums to have the effects. For instance, soil or water. And I want to give the example about soil. If dirt from a cemetery is used, the recipient of the black magic can feel like a dead person, extremely tired, so fatigued, can't get out of bed, have no desire to do anything, very depressed. They lose interest in dealing with their family and friends. They become very withdrawn. That can actually start leading to thoughts of death. So we want to nip this in the bud. We want to release you so you can live the life you were really born to live. The other one is water. When black magic is done using water, what happens is it's like money's flowing out, happiness is flowing out. You get a large sum of money, it flows out. You have a new relationship, it flows out. Everything just flows away from you. And it makes no sense. When things don't make sense, when you're doing the right things in life, but things don't make sense, you could be that person who's affected by black magic. There is nothing to be embarrassed about. It is so common. I work with corporate people who, when I ask them for a testimonial, they'll give me one, but it has to be anonymous. They don't want their family or friends to know they were the victim of black magic. So there is a stigmatism to it. I get that. And that's why I openly say, I have been a victim of it, but I'm on the other side of it. And I am blessed to have been the victim of it because I understand this and I have this God given ability to break it. If you need help, please reach out. You are not alone. There's no obligation. At least we can talk. Know that there's help. But if you're feeling like you are always trying to strive and you're being pulled back and it makes no sense, consider this is the issue. I'm here to help. Let me help you. And then let yourself help yourself. Let's get you back to that birthright of what you really are meant to be, a thriving person, a healthy person with great relationships, abundance, health, joy, all that good stuff. Let's bring you to that place. We'll work together and we'll get you there. Now, if you've been experiencing black magic for a very long amount of time or it's something more recent, reach out to me, because the last thing we want to do is leave you in that state any longer. I know that was a mouthful, and I hope for those who it resonated with that you do call out. Call me and let's work together. Thank you.